Stop scrolling. Whatever you do, never buy an antique mirror without checking your reflection twice. I learned that the hard way when I found a heavy silver-framed mirror at a local estate sale. It was beautiful, ornate with carvings of weeping vines and tiny faceless angels, but the glass had a strange oily sheen to it that seemed to swallow the light. The woman selling it wouldn't even look at it. She just took my $20 with trembling hands and told me to get it out of her sight immediately. That should have been my first warning. I hung it in my hallway right across from my bedroom door, thinking it added a touch of class to my apartment. For the first few days, everything seemed fine, but then the small things started happening. I'd walk past and catch a glimpse of myself, only my reflection would be half a second behind. I'd turn my head, and a heartbeat later, the me in the mirror would follow. I told myself it was just a trick of the light, or maybe the old hand-poured glass was warped in a way that created a visual lag. But then came the night I woke up at exactly 3 a.m. to the sound of something scratching. It wasn't the sound of a mouse in the walls. It was the unmistakable sound of fingernails dragging against glass. I looked out into the hallway, and there I was, standing in the mirror. But I wasn't standing in the hallway. The reflection was standing alone in a dark, empty, distorted version of my house, and it was smiling. Not a normal, happy smile, but a wide, jagged grin that stretched from ear to ear, showing far too many teeth. Teeth that looked sharp, yellowed, and ancient. I froze in my bed, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. My reflection didn't move an inch, even though I was visibly trembling. It just stared at me with those cold, glassy eyes that seemed to have no pupils at all. I tried to look away, but it was like I was locked in its malevolent gaze. Slowly, the smiling man in the mirror raised a hand. He didn't mimic me. He reached out toward the surface of the glass from the other side, his movements fluid and predatory. I could hear the silver frame creaking under the pressure as his fingers pressed against the glass, turning the reflection white and cloudy where he touched it. I realized then with a jolt of pure terror that the mirror wasn't showing me myself. It was a window into a prison, and whatever was inside wanted out. Every night since then, the smile gets wider and the reflection gets closer to the surface of the glass. Yesterday, I found a smudge on the outside of the mirror, a greasy handprint that wasn't mine, positioned exactly where the smiling man had been reaching. I tried to cover it with a heavy velvet sheet, but when I woke up this morning, the sheet was lying on the floor, shredded into thin, deliberate ribbons as if by a razor. I tried to break the mirror with a hammer, but the metal just bounced off the glass with a dull thud, leaving not even a scratch. Now I can feel a cold draft blowing out from the frame, smelling of wet earth and old copper. If you ever see an old mirror with a frame that looks like weeping vines, run. Don't look into it, don't touch it, and for the love of God, don't bring it home. Because once the smiling man sees you, he won't stop until he's the one standing on this side of the glass and you're the one trapped in the dark. Have you ever seen something in your reflection that shouldn't be there, or noticed your eyes moving when you didn't? Tell me your terrifying encounters in the comments, and make sure to follow for more tales that will make you want to keep the lights on tonight.